What's going on, nation? We have breaking news. Let's talk about it. What is going on, Raider Nation? It is your guy, Exact Raider, part of Raiders Primos. We have breaking news. Darren Waller is being traded to the New York Giants for a third round pick. We're gonna dive more deep into it. But on your way in, please hit that subscribe button if this is your first time joining Raiders Primos. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like, hit the bell so you can be notified when we go live. As I said, guys, Giants, they are to acquire tight end Darren Waller from the Raiders, and the Raiders will get a 2023 third round draft pick. The Las Vegas Raiders are trading 2020 Pro Bowl team Darren Waller to the New York Giants, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported the Raiders will receive the number 100 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Dealing Waller now also saves the Raiders $11.4 million against the salary cap, and he'll count for just $660,000 in dead cap money. Derek Carr leaves behind, as Spot Track announced, is going to leave behind that $660,000 of dead cap to the Raiders, and they free up $11.38 million of cap space. And the Giants acquire him, and they're going to pay him no guaranteed money, but that's for the Giants. We don't really care about that. Let's guys, I think we've seen this coming. I think with the Jacoby Myers signing, we really thought Hunter Renfrow was on the trade block, and he still could be on the trade block. Darren Waller being traded, I think it comes as a shocker, as we really don't have any tight ends now. We only have Jesper Horsted, who is on the depth chart. Maybe they do go look back at Foster Moreau, maybe hit him up and see what is he going to do. The Ziegler, I like it because the cap space, Ziegler is playing this into his advantage of the draft. This draft is so deep when it comes to the defense, and then he can also get a late round tight end. He can build this team in the draft. I think a lot of people are forgetting that most great teams, whether it's the Chiefs, whether the Eagles that went last year, the Patriots when they had their run, really where they got their guys was in the draft. And I believe Ziegler's preparing more for the draft than he is preparing for free agency. Yes, he's probably going to go out and get more players and to plug them into the Raiders in the free agency. Maybe in one more, maybe two more defensive guys. But I really believe by this trade, Ziegler's showing his hand that he is more focused on the draft, and he is going to get as many draft picks that he can to build this team. This also shows that we could possibly trade back in the draft. We could possibly trade that seventh overall pick and move back in the draft to gain more draft capital, to gain more picks. Ziegler wants more picks to work with, just going based off this trade alone. But I'm not in the front office, but this is we shift or move back in the draft. Give me your guys' comments. Give me your guys' opinions. What do you guys think about the Darren Waller trade? Like I said, guys, Darren traded to the New York Giants for a third round pick. Also, in other news, if you guys have not heard, the Raiders have signed wide receiver Jacoby Myers to a 3-year, $33 million deal, which kind of put the writing on the wall that someone was going to be the odd man out once that deal was announced. Really, it was between Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow. A lot of people were speculating that it was Hunter Renfrow, considering that this regime really love what Darren to the table. But the fact is he cannot stay healthy. Um, and when he was field, he did make a lot of plays. But it is what it is. But I had to send the link out. We were playing the gear. I had to send the link out to my cousin, to my other primo, Natural Nate, who is probably not feeling very very good right now. It's okay, man. It's
Hmm.
okay. I know you don't want to show your face. I know. I know it hurts.
Hmm.
It hurts. But Nate, give me man, your guy Darren Waller. Your guy Darren Waller has been traded to the New York Giants for a third round pick. What's your thoughts, bro?
My thoughts. Oh, I just have tears. I don't have thoughts. I just have tears. Uh it's he's gone, man. See, once I turn my camera on, my Waller jersey behind me, saying like, what the heck? It's like, hold on.
Take it down, man. Remember, wear it one more time. Wear it one more time.
Let's see.
But shout
Does
out
this
to
work?
the comments coming in. We got Raider Scorpio commenting. I get it why they traded Waller. Now go get and fix the defense with the extra cash and finish it off by getting good draft players. And I think this is where it's leading to. It is leading to Ziegler making cap room to fix the defense, but also getting more draft capital to fix the defense. This draft is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. For this draft, and I love it. I love that he's going to get more draft capital. A lot of people are not going to understand the business decisions. Nate, you're probably gonna probably in those tears right now. But the decision
Mm-hmm.
was we had to move on from some players that we're paying a lot of money for and they're not performing. Derek Carr was the first one to go. Darren Waller's the now the next one that went, and I would not be shocked if Hunter Renfro is the next to go. I think this regime isn't going to wait on you to get your shit right. Last season Hunter Renfro could not stay healthy. Um, Hunter Renfro could not stay healthy. Darren Waller could not stay healthy, and then Derek Carr was making the mistakes. I think this regime is not only do they see that our defense needed help, but they're not going to wait. They're not going to pay so much money for guys that are not performing. Garrett's is in here. Shout out to our man Garrett. He is in here. Yeah, I guess we're clouding Nate today because Nate, that was the one thing you said you hope to God that doesn't happen is Waller being because you had your Waller jersey. That was
Yeah.
the one thing. Sean Johnson, shout out to you, bro. Preem, are we gonna go away from two tight end sets? I don't know, Sean. I don't know because the thing is, right now we have Jesper Horsted as that's the only guy on the depth chart right now or on the roster for the tight ends. What I think though, Sean, is we have to go back and we have to talk to Foster Moreau. You either have to talk to Foster Moreau, or I mean, I gotta look at this. I mean, I don't like Dalton Schultz. He's another free agent he's good, but he's another guy that's a Waller. Like he's good healthy, but Schultz can't stay healthy. That's the thing. Like, and I know this because I had him in fantasy, and that boy, bro, I had him on the bench almost the entire year. Um, I would stay away from him. There's not a lot of tight ends out there besides maybe we didn't really dive in. Let me go to tight end free agents right now. We got Mercedes Lewis that we're looking at, but he's 38 years old. I don't want old veterans. I don't want to hire, old veterans. I would rather just go in the draft and get a tight end, go get Foster Moreau, bring him back for the cheap. I think he's gonna come back cheap. He knows, he's already played 1 year under the system under McDaniels, and I think he would like, hey, I'm the tight end one coming back. I mean, what are your thoughts, Nate? What do you think? Like, would you consider bringing back Foster Moreau? I think you have to at this point. Can't hear. Hey, bro. Can't hear you, bro.
Yeah. Foster oh my gosh, I can't even say man's name right. Moreau. This man. Yeah, Moreau has to come back. Like right now, he's like starting man. obviously, if he comes back, and he would be a starting tight end. Even though the tight end position is actually pretty good this draft, um, but yeah, it would make a little more sense because he's pretty cheap too. So, and he
What do
would
you think
start.
about Mike Gesicki?
Mike Gesicki, he would be starting over
Yeah,
Moreau.
27 for Miami. His market value right now is 8.2 million for 4 years.
8.2.
Coming on a team, would you pay 8 point? I don't think I would pay 8.2 million. I think I would go cheaper than that. I feel like I would go down to 6. Try to see if we can
Yeah,
work something because the thing is we don't have a lot of cap to spend,
he is
and
he is
that's the
killer in the
problem.
he is killer in the red zone though. Like he will catch anything in the red zone.
Oh yeah,
We've seen what he's done, especially fantasy owners. Holy,
bro, I had
he
him
be
on.
making the
That's why
one-handed
I brought him up.
catches.
I had him on fantasy. That boy be balling
He
out
be
for me.
making the one-handed catches, bro. I mean, yeah, any like 6 mil, I would take him. You know, just to have a
I would do 6.5 million, maybe 7 million. Try to reach the number that's at his market value, but I think you could bring him in on the cheap, especially. But I think we're still gonna have to wait it out. I think we still have to wait it out. We have to. It's only the tampering period. Is day 2. Like free agency hasn't even started yet. Free agency officially opens up tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. As the days go on and players are not getting signed, you know, then it's gonna start coming out. Shout out to Sean Ariel LMOL. As a Chiefs fan, the Raiders always provide a comedic relief. Yeah, meanwhile, our hearts are breaking over here. There's a point, Sean, that the Chiefs were the laughing stock of the AFC West. So all I have to do is this. Fuck the Chiefs, bro. All love, though. All love, bro. All love, Ariel. Thank you for pulling up. All love. But hey, like I said, I got to give shout out to the Chiefs because I think that's what Ziegler's trying to do, a playbook out of the Chiefs. The Chiefs built that defense in the draft. The Chiefs defense was by no means necessary a top defense, even with Mahomes being there. They built that defense through the draft. And I think Ziegler, that's where he's like, man, in order to build this defense, I got to build it through the draft. I can't, I try to build it through the free agency as much as I can by getting Chandler Jones, trading for Rock and Sin, getting Deron Harmon. He tried as much to try to build that defense through the free agency, and he didn't. It didn't work. It didn't. They still were a bottom defense. What better way than to go get more draft capital to build this defense through the draft? Nate, stop, bro. You're right here. You have an audio. Why are you in the comment section? You
Well,
you
because you're
you have
talking.
an audio, bro. Oh,
Well,
well, go
because
ahead.
you're talking.
Get
Well,
on
I
Garrett
mean,
Ted on his Niners. How they're going to be in salary
like
cap hell.
bro, Niners. You're Niners, Garrett. Come on. If you're gonna talk about us letting go players, key players on your team, you are in for a good one, my boy. Because this offseason, holy, and the next offseason, you are in for a good ride. So I don't want to hear you, 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 San Francisco sequel.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about the Niners because, bro, Niners are irrelevant. Garrett, you're not. Yeah, they freaking got Sam Ham Arnold. Sam Ham Arnold. We love it, but hey, let's talk about the Jacoby Myers signing. This was before the Darren Waller trade, and again, I think it was kind of the writing on the wall that when that signing happened, somebody was getting let go. Unfortunately, it was your guy
Yeah.
Darren Waller. But what is your thoughts on the Jacoby Myers signing? 3 years, $33 million, coming in as possibly the wide receiver 2 to Devontae Adams, or they may trade Hunter Renfro and he'll move into the slot, and then you may have Matt Collins as wide receiver 2. Or I mean, we don't know what this regime wants to do. That's the thing. We really don't. Like this, we this came out of the blue with the Darren Waller trade. We didn't know that this was in the works. So what do you think about the Jacoby signing, and how is he going to fit into this offense?
Yeah. I feel like he I feel like he would actually start or no, be wide receiver 2 over as of right now over Matt Collins just because he has been like a wide receiver one for like I don't know how long on the Patriots. He's really good except for when having to play on a for a TD in 5 seconds in the last 5 seconds of a game where he like, he's not really good in what is it called? Never mind. I was gonna make a joke. But wide receiver two, I'd like it. I mean, I don't know how like majorly helps because we kind of need some money on the defense. Um,
I gotta see what we have right now. Let me see. Keep going, Nate.
but I feel like we need to make more splash on the defense. It's just like another fill-in. It's just basically just letting go, getting back, letting go, getting back, and it's just we need more like splash on defense. In my
I don't know
opinion.
what their total cap is. I'm trying to see what's their total salary cap. It's not giving me an actual number. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. Um,
But yeah.
I think
Wait, how
they
do I?
only. I think they have about 20. I could be wrong here. Dead cap, bro. They have 30 million in dead cap, possibly. That's crazy. Um, I'm trying to find out how do I get a actual salary cap number. If anyone has that actual number, please in the comment section put it in. Because right now it's saying that we have $27 million in cap space, which actually it could be right because I believe we were at 14 before the Waller trade,
I'm waiting for
and
that player signing. I'm just waiting for it. That'll
I'm
only.
hoping we
That's the
get
only.
If we get Poyer, that is when that is where you're gonna be like, okay, I feel better now. I feel better now.
Yeah, that's like the biggest bestest way I'll become happy again is if we get Poyer. You know what's crazy? I called it. I called it because like I don't know how I literally was just playing with like the Madden franchise and I've had Poyer for like 3 years. That's crazy without even knowing. And then
Hey,
like
there's
boom, now
mutual
we're in
there's mutual
contention.
interest. Yeah, and there's mutual interest between the two. So who knows, man? Who knows? Like, and that's the thing. But we also signed Marcus Epps. Did a quick live on that yesterday. Marcus Epps. Nate, give me your thoughts. He's a safety from the Eagles. Signed him for 2 years, $12 million. Likely going to be a starter next to Trayvon Merrick. His stats aren't great. He has like 3 interceptions, I believe, in since coming in the league in 2017, I believe, or not 2017,
In
2019. He's only had 3 career interceptions, but he was on a dominant Eagles team. Um, what
yeah,
do you think
the
about
team
Marcus
was just
Epps?
filled. I mean, I've only seen a couple of like minutes of his play time and I mean, he would be starting, yeah. Might I mean, who do you think if we had like a what kind of safety is he?
I was gonna think. I think he's strong. I think he's strong. He'll be if Poyer comes in. Him and Poyer will have to rotate. I was thinking, but the
Yeah.
thing is, Patrick Graham likes running a hybrid. Like he doesn't run a base 3-4. He runs a hybrid 3-4. So
Mm.
he likely could have Marcus Epps come down in the box with the linebackers, and then you have Poyer and Merrick over the top. Which, like I
And
said,
then you
Merrick
got
is way better playing as a free safety than coming in the box and playing as a hybrid. He was ass asparagus, as Docs would say, ass asparagus when he played in the box. He was garbage. I was like praying, like, Graham, please take Merrick out of the box. He is garbage right down in the box. Like, he plays better when
yeah.
he's in the free safety position, but then he even fucked up in that position last season. So I'm like, hopefully they
Hopefully
can
his
put him back in
time.
free safety position, and he doesn't have to overthink.
Yeah. And then we still got Hobbs in the slot. Keep him in the slot, bro.
They gotta keep him in the slot. Also, we're bringing back Brandon Faison. I didn't
Face.
get into the contract details of it, but I just know that we signed him back. Um, Brandon MVP Faison. He has one
Yeah.
career interception, and that one interception came in 2021 with the Raiders. So how do you feel about bringing back a familiar guy in Brendan Faison? Of course, it's a different defensive scheme. He is a
Uh-huh.
tall corner. Um,
He's just
I
another
mean,
depth piece.
that's what I
Another
look
depth
at
piece.
it as.
Yeah.
No one cares about what the Niners got, Garrett. Like we don't care
That's not even a lot.
what money you got. We care about what money we got. For real, that's not even a lot, bro. That's one player.
You need to go find some money
Now
in
we
this
gotta,
specific
we
position.
didn't get, we wasn't able to get, we didn't get you on yesterday, but let's finally get your thoughts, man. Jimmy
Mm.
Garoppolo,
Jimmy
Jimmy High
Apollo.
Stakes Garoppolo,
Let's go.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Apollo, bro.
Apollo.
We got Jimmy Apollo, bro. Jimmy Apollo
With
is a
with
Las
all
Vegas Raider, bro.
with so
Hey,
many
Gary,
ties.
Gary, come on, hey Garrett, say it with me, bro. Jimmy Apollo
Jimmy
is a
Apollo.
Raider.
MVP. MVP
What is
Super Bowl
your
champion.
thoughts, my guy? What is your thoughts about when Jimmy? Hey, when the news broke, what was your thoughts, bro? Jimmy Garoppolo, a Las Vegas Raider.
Uh, at first I was like, why? Because like that was like my last resort. Then I realized he's only gonna be starting for like 1 or 2 years, and then we still have the draft that we most likely will take a quarterback. So I was like, a little calmer after that. So like, sure, why not? Him as a bridge. I mean, if it had to be, then it had to be, because I was not gonna have Sam Darnold as our starting quarterback as a bridge. Like, you got me tripping. But yeah, Jimmy Apollo, MVP,
No,
Super
that's the
Bowl
thing. That's
champion.
the thing. Bro, Nate, your green screen is great, but you like keep like disappearing into the stadium.
Oh, because I was far away.
Um, but I hear you. Like, what we could do worse? We could get Carson Wentz,
Yeah.
Sam Darnold,
Uh
Taylor
huh.
Heineke. Like, I think that's the thing. I think they really did want the Tom Brady thing to fall through, and I know a lot of people's like, man, we gave up Derek Carr for to go get Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes, because Derek Carr did not want to take a pay cut. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to like he's I think we're paying him $20 million. He's gonna actually get hit with $12 million against the cap. So that is money opening up to go fix a defense and build a defense for Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm sorry, bro. That is gonna be the Raiders primos. We are saying Jimmy Garoppolo over here. Shout out to Garrett, bro. Shout out to Garrett for giving us that. It is Jimmy
Yes,
Garoppolo.
sir. Jimmy Apollo. Let's go.
But shout out to Rated Scorpio. So Primos, what you think Ziegler's next move is going to be? I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Like I
Yeah.
think we hope for defense, but the
Uh-huh.
thing is, we have to go. We have to remember this from last season. And Nate, you will probably agree with this. Ziegler moves quietly. Like we will not know what the Raiders are going to do. We didn't know the
Yeah.
Raiders were going to trade for Devontae Adams last year.
That was in the
We
third
could
week, huh?
all of
Or
a
no,
sudden the
third
Raiders
day?
can be like, hey, I'm about to scare Garrett right here. All of a sudden, Raiders trade for Nick Bosa. Like we don't know. Like,
Woo! I mean, last year
of
we got
course, we can't
Devontae
afford.
Adams.
Hey, we can't afford shit like that. But I'm just messing with Garrett over here. Like, bro, I would fucking come on here and be like, Garrett, get your ass on the live. We's clowning your shit.
Oh God. I mean, last year
Like,
we got
but
Devontae Adams
in
on like
actuality,
day three,
basically
huh?
what I'm saying, we don't know what Ziegler's doing. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
Didn't we get
What were you
didn't
saying?
he make like a late splash? Devontae Adams was picked up on day three, huh?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why I say like we have to be patient with Ziegler because we don't know what he's doing. That's the thing. We don't know what he's
Why
doing.
is
And he's gonna be hella quiet.
what
Bro,
the
it's
heck?
funny fucking with him because he takes everything serious.
Raiders are winning that Super Bowl.
Let me see. Raider Scorpio says, just remember. Back to that question? What do you think, Nate? What do you think Ziegler's next move is going to be? I think we don't know. I hope it's defense, but I don't know. But what do you think? What do you think Ziegler's next move is going to be?
I hope it's some type of linebacker. it's either I'm hoping for some type of linebacker or Jordan Poyer because now that Perryman is not looking too good to coming back, then yeah, we need some starters.
Hey, but the linebackers, bro, they're not getting. Perryman might come back, and he may come back even for a cheaper deal because they're not getting
Oh,
paid at all.
yeah. What
Trayvon
do you
Edmonds
think
didn't
that's
get paid. Rivers didn't get paid. Freaking bro, the Bears defense, bro. I'm picking them up in fantasy. Fight me,
Bears defense? No, I'm sticking with the Cowboys.
bro. They got Tremaine Edmonds. They got T.J. Edwards. They got Eddie Jackson, bro. Like they got squad on that defense. Absolute squad. I am getting them in fantasy, and you can't do shit about it.
What
We
if
should
I'm
go
just
live when we have our fantasy draft. That would be comedy.
You know how nervous I would be?
Why? Because you gonna get clowned on for the picks that you get.
No. Yes.
But Raider Scorpio, just remember that when Jimmy G got hurt last year, he had the Niners at 7-4 record. It's not like he didn't perform last year. That's true. True. And Garrett can testify to this because he's a Niner fan, apparently. And I
Well,
say
I don't
apparently
know if he's a real Niner fan. If he
because
really watches the
I say
game.
apparently because he probably didn't even know this. Bro, we is firing shots at you, Garrett. Get your ass up in here. I'm just kidding. But I think this is why I kind of like the signing more of with Jimmy G. He knows the system. He has Devontae Adams. He has a tight end one that is vacant right now. He has Jacoby Myers. He
Jimmy
has Josh
Garoppolo.
Jacobs. Garoppolo can get it done, bro. You don't need no tight ends. He'll get it done. He said now Waller can take his rap game to New York.
Jay-Z, watch out.
He's still gonna be in Vegas because, bro, he got married to that one girl
Jay-Z better
that
watch
plays
out,
for the
man.
Las Vegas Aces.
New king is coming.
Raider Scorpio, Dallas Cowboys tight end is a free agent. What do you think about Schultz? I think I gave my opinion on him, Raider Scorpio, already. It's either it was bad quarterback play, or it was him. I don't know. He didn't do shit last year. Like he didn't do squat at all last year. Let me pull up his stat. He did not do. I know he didn't do shit. I had that man on fantasy. He didn't do shit for me in fantasy, so I know he didn't do shit. As expected, he didn't do shit. He had 57 catches, 577 yards, and 5 touchdowns. His longest of the year was 30 yards.
Dang.
He was averaging 10.1 yards a reception. He wasn't doing shit last year. But was that because of Dak Prescott or was it him? I don't know. I don't follow the Cowboys, so I just know he didn't do crap. That's the thing. He didn't do shit for me. But what do you think, Nate? What do you think about getting Dalton Schultz?
He's cheap. I mean, if he's cheap, then sure. How much is he asking for, or whatever?
I don't know. Let me pull up the market
If it's
value,
over
and
like 10, then that is crazy.
he's 26 years old. Oh hell no! His market value is $15.1 million for 4 years. 4 years, $60 million average NFL salary, $15 million. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm good.
I am cool off of that. Hayden Hurst from Cincinnati, 29 years old. What do you think about Hayden Hurst?
Hayden Hurst from
He'll come in on a cheap deal.
Cincinnati.
Market value is at a 1-year contract for $6.8 million.
I'll take Gazicki.
I still don't like that. $6.8
Yeah,
million for
I'll
a
take
year.
Gazicki.
There's not a lot of. They're looking at Mercedes Lewis, but Mercedes Lewis is a dinosaur. Like again, tired. Or what about Irv Smith
Who's that?
with Minnesota? I don't think he's a bad tight end, but again, market values at 2 years, $10.2 million. I'm not paying a tight bro. I'm not paying a tight end like over $10 million. I'm looking at like maybe the 5 to 6 range. Not anything over $6 million, just because of the cap that we have.
Yeah.
Rare Scorpius said if they sign a tight end, it better be less than what they gave Waller, and that's the thing. It is going to be less, but how less are we talking about? Like, are they going? He going? I don't even know who the hell he's talking about.
He's talking about Jimmy Apollo.
Oh, he probably will go night because bro, there's rumors that Jimmy Apollo broke his hand when he signed the contract with the Raiders. It's crazy.
That's tough. I blame Garrett.
I blame Garrett. This is why the Raiders are like, but Raiders Corbett has a point. Mercedes is more used for blocking. Maybe that's why they'll sign him. I just don't know. Like 8 years old, and you're gonna bring him in just for blocking. Like you need so many other holes to fill. You could look in the draft. Maybe. Raider Scorpio just put Garrett on timeout. That's freaking tough.
I'm dead.
As I was saying, yeah, Mercedes Lewis, it would be good as a death piece, but you still need a tight end one now. I think they're gonna go in the draft and look for a tight end one. If they don't bring back Foster, they're gonna draft a tight end in the draft. This NFL draft is gonna be really, really weird. We said this numerous times, Nate. We could not do a mock. Well, we could do a mock draft, but we really couldn't go a real mock draft. We didn't know how it would play out, but we had to go. We had to see what the Raiders were going to do in free agency. What do you think the Raiders are going to do in the draft? Are they going to stay at number 7, or are they going to trade back to get more picks? And where do they go in the first round? What position?
What do they go in the first? I wouldn't be surprised if we go quarterback. In the first for whoever is there the
Corner,
best.
corner or quarter?
Quarter. Like first quarter,
Corner.
second quarter, quarter.
Oh hell no, bro. Okay, explain. Go ahead.
Quarter.
I know. Explain, because I don't think we're gonna go quarterback
Why?
in the first round. But explain, bro. You go first. You go first, bro.
If one of the three
Don't put
quarterbacks
that.
if one of the top 3 quarterbacks is there, why not?
So you're saying they're not gonna trade back? You say they're gonna stay at 7, and then if there's a quarterback there, they're drafting a quarterback.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? That, and then I'll give my take on that. Explain it.
Explain it because we need a quarterback.
No, we don't.
Why do we not need a
Not in
quarterback?
the first round. Not in the first round.
Who would be there after the first?
Hendon Hooker in the second round.
Let's wait. Wait, you like Hooker now? Like we're cool.
No, I
Wait.
don't. But the thing is that why go quarterback in the first round when you need defense? I don't like Hooker. At I preferred CJ Stroud. I preferred Anthony Richardson. I preferred a lot of these other guys in Hendon Hooker because the thing is we don't know what we're going to get out of him. But you might as well take a flyer on him. Now, here's what I would do. I would probably go get Tanner McKee out of Stanford in the late round, like in the 5th or the 6th round. And up until that point, you use defense, use the picks for defense, and to go get maybe a guard or a tackle. And you go quarterback in the late round. You get it like a Tanner McKee. And I'm not going to sleep on the Jaren Hall train. Canetown is trying to get me off the Jaren Hall train. No, I'm staying on the Jaren Hall train.
I still like that guy.
I still like him. I still like him. As a late round quarterback, like a 6th round quarterback, I take a chance on Jaren Hall.
I
Like it
mean,
couldn't hurt for a 6th round. I'd take a chance on Jaren Hall if he falls to the 6th round, which he likely will because his draft stock he's been falling. He's been falling.
okay.
But like I said, I would take him in the 6th round. Um, that's that's why I would not take a quarterback in the first round because we don't need a quarterback in the first round. We have Jimmy Garoppolo, unless, like you
Jimmy
said,
Apple.
unless CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson or Will Levis or Bryce Young are there at number 7, which of course is going to be one of those guys. It's not going to be all 4 or all 3 or 2 of them. It's going to be one of them at number 7. Then you have to consider drafting a quarterback, Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. But I just feel we have more needs at the defense position that Ziegler, you got 13 picks now, 12 or 13 picks. You have a lot of draft capital to build this defense, a lot of draft capital, and that's where I'm at with it. I would rather build that defense than go get a quarterback early in the first round.
Okay. I'm just like, if I'm just like, why not take a shot? Because what if one of them become a Joe Burrow? What if one of them become a Josh Allen? What if one of them become a Patty Mahomes? I
That's
don't
if
know.
they're now. That's if they're there at 7. What if Jalen Carter's there at 7 too? We've been through this,
I
and
mean,
Jalen
then
could fall to 7, given the stories that are coming out with him. He could fall to
all
7. Jalen Carter at 7 or Anthony. Like you got Jalen Carter there, you got Will Levis there, you got Anthony Richardson there. Which, like I said, I don't see happening. I don't think let's be more realistic. You got Will Levis or Jalen Carter. Who you picking?
mm, dang. From right now, we haven't done nothing in the on like the deep line, so I would have to get Carter.
There you go. That's where I'm at. I'm going based off what we have done now, but like I said, we won't know. We have to let this play out because
Yeah.
we may sign a defensive tackle here, in the coming days. Maybe get a corner, maybe linebacker. If we address any of the needs of the defense, I still think we go defense because our defense needs help, bro. Max Crosby needs help to get to the quarterback, and that's all we want. We want a good defense, a top 20 defense. Right, Scorpio, they would draft quarterback late rounds or won't draft a quarterback at all and concentrate on the defense and the O line and draft a quarterback next year where there is a better quarterback class. And that is true. There is a better quarterback class coming out next year. Um, but I will say this: those quarterbacks are going to go likely in the top 5 or maybe in the top 10. I mean, if we're talking about also late round quarterbacks, and I'm cool with it. But I only know like 3 quarterbacks of next year's class. I got to do more research when that time comes. But I think I think we talked for a while. We're going 40 minutes in. You know, breaking news, guys: Darren Waller traded to the New York Giants in exchange for a 2023 third round pick. My boy Nate is gonna go flip some tables. He's gonna go cry. He's gonna go get some ice cream. He is hurting right now. Please pray for my primo Nate. He is hurting right now. He's gonna go hit a brick wall. um, and we also signed Jacoby Myers today. If any news pops on, me and Nate will not hesitate to come on here. We will come on here and we will continue talking some Raiders football. With that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day. We are out of here. And as always, Raiders!
Later.